guys, welcome back to my channel. Right now I'm about to go deliver some cupcakes and I'm mad because today I did holiday flavors, which was mint chocolate chip, eggnog, and snickerdoodle, and that would have went so well with Vlogmas, and I forgot to vlog it, I guess. So we're about to go deliver. We're going to Brandywine, Maryland right now, and then after that I'm super excited. As always, the little one. After that I have to go meet the Realtor in Brandywine at 2, so everything worked out perfectly because the cupcakes have to be at the destination at 1. They have to meet the Realtor at 2 in Brandywine because that's where I want the Ugly Cake Factory to be. So a little background is that about 2 years ago, we had went to, it was me, Harry, and the baby went to Bonefish Grill, and there was a vacant spot next to it. I seen it, never paid attention. Harry was like, oh, you should maybe call it to so a year later, we rolled past it again. Harry was like, oh, you should probably call them to see what they're talking about or whatever. So I was stalling like nah. So last year, February 2nd 2019, we linked up with the Realtor. They was under the company Kale, I think it was called, or something like that. And the lady, her name was Mia. She was extremely nice, extremely helpful. She was like by my side the whole entire way. Sent me the lease contract, the little lease agreement. Was helping me. She was just being real. She was really real. She was helping me with my business plan, like just a sweetheart. Whole story in a nutshell. I was trying to get some loans. Had a contractors come out. One contractor was really helpful, really nice. I forget his name, but he came out and estimated all the renovations. Y'all, so the door was locked. But here's a grand scheme of the location. I'm gonna try to walk down to what I think is site number 19. Oh, y'all, I ain't got no mask on. I almost forgot. But what? I almost forget. I did forget. But I'm about to try to find site 19. On the map, it said it was between Panda Express and the eye doctor place. So let me see if I can find it. But it's a little bit more busy over here. The parking spots are more direct in front of the buildings. But I'm sorry, I left my little corner. I left my little corner over there by Bonefish. And my dream is to have my line wrapped around that building. Okay? So, a lot of these places are no longer in service. So here goes Panda Express. That's Panda. Panda. And the eye doctor must be somewhere. So, I think he said this one was at least. And they have D available. D is way small, and D will take a lot of work. As you can see, it's not ready for a bakery. So no, I don't want it. Down there is Cheddar's and Carolina Kitchen and the Crab Spot and Starbucks. That's a good location down there too. But yeah, let's go back. Yeah, I have signs and all that right up in this park. We'll take over. All right, guys, so we're in the site 27 by Bonefish Grill. And y'all, he gonna have the nerve to say, he just opened the door. He gonna have the nerve to say, I'll be back, but just don't take nothing. Boy, what is that to take? One, and two, don't play with me. Like, don't play with me, because you're giving me bad vibes already. But this is the bathroom. And I don't even like to make stuff of like black and white, but of course I'm black, young black man. He's a younger white guy. But yeah, like I told y'all, he been giving me bad vibes. Let me see if I can find where I wrote the other Cake Factory name at, because I was writing it all over. See, that other site don't have this stuff. It's nothing like this. And they have like, if I can get this part open. And I'm gonna let him know, like when he come back, I'm like, did you actually think I was gonna steal something in? Yes, Bible. Yes. Get that Bible in here. Bible. My girl probably still floating around. Where is, they must have wiped it off the walls. The devil is a lie. But this is a space, y'all. That other space don't have none of this. At least I already have the sinks. It has right here behind the door. I couldn't get the door open. But behind the door, it has a wash station. And like my counter and my register will go like right here. My display counter and stuff. This is a little over 1,000 square feet. The other one was under 1,000 square feet. And he better come back in here because I got a few questions to ask. But yeah, y'all. And I know for sure I wrote them on this wall. This would have to be a filter water system over here. Can't be regular. Dang, they took my, they wiped the ugly cake factory off the walls. They some haters. We gonna wait for him to come back. Yeah, so I don't know where Shorty Bebop went. Like, I've been calling his phone. I've been texting him, like, are you coming back? So we can discuss a few things. I have a few questions. He's not answering. He's not replying back to my text message. I put in the message, are you coming back? I know you said stay right here, you'll be back, just don't take anything. So where did you go? He's not responding. I can't wait to like contact whoever is above him or the landlord or whoever else number I can find. Like, this is not, if you're a realtor and you're trying to sell somebody something, first of all, you need to be friendly, 1. 2, you need to communicate like what's going on. And 3, like, have a better attitude. Like, what is your problem? You pulling up an Audi and the Audi all spick and span and you act like you got an attitude. Like, do you not want your job? Do you not want to be here? I cannot stand bad customer service. But let me go ahead and say my little prayer in 1591OA. Let me say my prayer before I get upset, but I'm already upset. I can feel it in my feet. You know how you get angry, you can feel it in your feet? Like the heat, the steam rising. And I'm really not trying to let that person come out because sometimes I could get really nasty out the mouth and angry, and I'm not trying to be like that, but dude, like, what's going on?
I'm reading through these articles.
Oh yeah, so I just got finished looking at it. So after I had to let him know how I felt about the comment that he made, he tried to come back in and apologize. Like, I don't know why I said, please don't steal anything. Like, you know why you said that. Your attitude is still crappy. Like, I really wish I still had the other lady. Like, I asked him about the other lady and he was just like, don't know who that is. You know, and like, his attitude makes me want the spot even more because of the simple fact that he just feels like he's doubting that I could get it or I could get in it or whatever. But he's like, well, you know, you're gonna have to have a business plan. Duh, I told you I done looked at this spot before, and I have a business plan, and I have sent the business plan to the landlord. So I'm like, is this still the same landlord or whatever? She was like, don't know who you talk to, who you work with. I'm like, okay, so what do you know? Like, you're just so snotty. So he's like, well, you know, you're gonna have to have a business plan. So I was like, I already have a business plan or whatever. And he was like, well, this don't have this, so you know you're gonna have to try to get that, and that's very, very expensive. I know. I had a contractor come out last year and he already told me that. He told me that was gonna cost the most. So when I told him how much the contractor quoted me last year, he was like, oh, that's pretty cheap. That's And I'm just like, you're so. Oh, and when he walked in the middle of me praying. So he's like, so I'm like, you could step outside, you could come inside, but I made sure he heard me include his name in that prayer. Lord, please soften Stuart's heart and please help him, Father God, because he don't seem too happy, you know? So, and I just don't like that. Like, I'm a nice, happy-go-lucky person, but there's no need to be nasty. There's no need to be none of that. Like, you're trying to get my business. You know, then he's like, well, do you have financials? Because we're going to need your financials. I need you to send me your financials. I'm like, yes, I have that. I have everything that you're telling me I need, I have. So what I can do is have the contractor come back out with me to see if he can give me another estimate, and you can be right there. I don't have time for it. But it was the Bible up in there, so the Bible was in there, and whoever was working in there, you know, must believe in the Lord, must have the Bible in there. But he doesn't have any type of people. Oh, and then he seen me with my tripod and stuff, so he was already looking at me crazy. So he's like, oh, so am I going to be on YouTube? I was like, no, sir, you will not be on my YouTube. You will not. I don't even have a consent form to put you on my YouTube. I don't want you on my YouTube. So he was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you're just, I'm telling you, I was telling him I don't even want to look at site 19. I don't want to look at nothing. I don't even want to deal with you. Can you send me another realtor my way that I don't even have to talk to you anymore, because your apology was lame and your whole demeanor is just not where it's at. Like, I do not like snotty, nasty people. Like, I don't know why I said that. No, you know why you said that. You don't think a girl, tell me something. Then he gonna say, I didn't email him and tell him all about my demographics, everything I'm trying to do. He told me something, well, I don't even know what you do. I mean, I guess you do cakes, but, and I'm like, okay, what do you see me with a mask that said the Ugly Cake Factory 1. 2, we already went through this through the email, because I was trying to tell you what type of spot I was looking at. Like, y'all, just tell me if I'm being over dramatic or if I'm doing too much, because I mean, I'm confused. You tell me something, you don't even know what I do. Dude, I don't even know what you do, because you can't answer none of the questions I got. I'm like, okay, so is the roof still leaking? Last year I came, the roof was leaking. He was like, don't know. So then in the middle of me asking him that, him saying, I don't know, a drip had came into the bucket. And I was like, oh, look at God. Thank you for answering my questions, God. So then I was like, do you know why this is still vacant or whatever? Because it's been vacant for a long time. And although I love the spot, that is a red flag to why it's vacant. And it's way cheaper than what it was that I was quoted last year. So he was like, well, Bonefish Grill, they thought Bonefish Grill was gonna take over that spot, but Bonefish Grill fell through. So, and it's not visible, so you will already have pretty much, you would need established customers to come, because nobody will really see you over there in that tail end. And so I was like, okay, I understand that, because, you know, it is, let me go down a little bit more. It is a small little corner spot by Bonefish Grill. So that was the only thing he probably could explain or tell me about. I need to run this Joanne Fabrics real quick, y'all, to get a cake board, but that was the only thing he was able to explain to me. But his whole demeanor and attitude was terrible. You don't know nothing. Like, I just wish I could have continued to work with that girl, Mia. I'm telling you. And no, she wasn't black. She wasn't black. She was like, I want to say Middle Eastern or something. But she was, yeah, she was like that. Like, even if she couldn't make it to the appointments, she'll be on the phone with me. I might actually insert a video of the previous time that I came to look at the spot. And while I think her was holding the camera and I was on the phone, that time I was talking to Mia on the phone, and she was so engaging, so nice, so like really wanted to get to know who I was as a person and as a business owner. You know, telling me about her friend that just opened up a restaurant, and how her friend just, you know, jumped out on faith and got into it, and she's rooting for me, and telling me everything the landlord was saying. Like, you don't even know who the landlord is. When I first met with that lady last year, she told me exactly who the landlord was able to send me up a draft of a lease agreement with the landlord name on it. You're talking about something you don't know who he is, who he or she is. I'm confused. But y'all, let me just run in here real quick to see if I can find me a cake boy. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so this is my first meal of the day. It is now 6 o'clock, I believe. And I just got finished making some lamb with thyme, butter, salt and pepper, some roasted potatoes, and some kale with some stewed tomatoes and onions. I don't like fresh tomatoes very much, but I love stewed tomatoes. Do you guys eat stewed tomatoes in your greens? How y'all eat your greens? And I also have liquid smoke in the stewed tomatoes. and my lamb chops. So y'all, I'm so tired. So tired. I'm still over here thinking about that realtor. Like, he got the game twisted, but I'm gonna go ahead and say another prayer for him when I say my grace. I'll be back, y'all. Hey guys, thanks for picking the phone back up to come check me out. But yeah, so I know you can't see me because we're in the car. I was trying to figure out how to turn some lights on. I still ain't burning up. And I got a ring light, y'all, but I gotta find it. I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, so we just got finished eating dinner. Now we're taking Charlie to Santa Claus house, which is the only house in the neighborhood that got like real Christmas decorations. They got the little Santa Claus blow up stuff. So let me flip the camera so y'all can see it. Charlie, we at Santa Claus house. Oh, Santa Claus fell down. Charlie, look, Santa fell. You see Santa Claus? He fell, mommy. Dang. Y'all, Santa done called it a night. He done laid it on down. That baby didn't even get to see Santa. So, yeah, so we just got finished eating dinner. Harry wanted some ice cream, so I guess we're about to go get some ice cream to top off his lamb. But let me say this one thing, y'all. Before y'all get in my comments talking about did I leave Charlie in the car by herself when I was looking at the spot? Absolutely, positively not. Harry was definitely in the passenger seat. You know, when you see one, you see the other two. So he was definitely in the passenger seat with his lips poked out. So they was accompanied by me, if that makes sense. But yeah, so we about to take a ride, and I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Happy Vlogmas Day 3, y'all. Almost a week in. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. I love you guys. All the beats that you hear in my Vlogmas videos is by our good family friend named Andre Craig. He's a producer. His wife, which is Kale, she's like my right-hand man. I love her to death. He's a great producer. He has amazing beats. I said from now on, I will only put his beats in my YouTube videos.
Glock on the beat.
Glock on the beat. So if you want his information, just let me know, y'all. He works very hard, and he's been doing this as long as I have known him. So he's very dedicated. So yeah, I'll put his name below, and if you want his information, you know somebody that rap or need some beats, if you need some beats for your YouTube or whatever, holla at him. Peace.